Hi, this is Greg Gimeno, attorney with Chesapeake Wills and Trust. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the 5 things you should not do if a loved one goes into a nursing home. Okay, so as a large part of our practice, we help people apply for nursing home benefits. So we'll get a call from a husband or a wife that their spouse has gone to the nursing home, or we'll get a call from a son, daughter, niece, or nephew that a loved one has gone into the nursing home, and trying to figure out how we can apply for Medicaid benefits once someone's in the nursing home so they don't lose all of their assets or their life savings. So we've come up with these 5 things that you should not do if a loved one goes into a nursing home. So thing number 1, do not think it's too late to plan, even if someone is in the nursing home. So here's what this means. There are sort of 2 times that you can plan for nursing home care, or how to afford nursing home care so you don't lose all of your assets. One way is at least 5 years before you go into a nursing home, you would do some type of asset protection planning. We realize that very few people do that type of planning. So when they go into the nursing home, the people, the social workers or the finance office of the nursing home may say, well, you are over-resourced, you are over the limit, pay down till you get to the Medicaid limits. So for a single person, it's $2,500. You're allowed to keep before Medicaid will pay for your care. If you're a married person, at least at the time I'm doing this video, the spouse that lives at home still can keep $130,000. So it's not much money that you're allowed to keep and apply for Medicaid benefits. But even if someone's in the nursing home, it is not too late to plan and to prepare to apply for Medicaid without losing all of your life savings. The second thing you should not do is do not apply for Medicaid benefits before you are eligible. So what we see a lot is someone goes in the nursing home and they immediately apply for Medicaid benefits, even though they are over the resource limit. That is going to be met with an absolute immediate denial from the state. And there could be other detrimental impact on the assets if you apply too early, meaning if you had given away money that could cause a penalty for Medicaid benefits, maybe you should have waited 6 months, a year to apply so it's beyond the 5 years that you gave the money away. Or being over-resourced, now we've alerted the state that you have these assets and it could cause additional penalties or additional problems when you go to apply when you are at resource. So do not apply too early. Don't let the nursing home submit an application for you before you're qualified, and don't just apply to see what happens. Make sure the only time you apply is when the person in the nursing home is financially eligible for Medicaid. The next thing is do not give away money without a plan. I've fielded phone calls where someone's in the nursing home and the kids or the family calls me and says, Greg, my mom's in the nursing home. What I did was I took a whole bunch of money out of her bank account. I didn't know what to do, so I just wrote myself a check. We do not want to do that without having a plan. Keep in mind, Medicaid is what's called a 5-year look-back rule. So Medicaid is going to ask when you apply, what money have you given away within 5 years of going into a nursing home? And roughly for every $10,000 you've given away, or the person in the nursing home has given away, they are ineligible for 1 month of nursing home care. So if you give away money without any kind of plan, you are likely creating an unnecessary Medicaid penalty. Now look, sometimes when we do planning for people as part of a concerted plan that we are able to set out all the penalties and all the ramifications of doing it, we may wind up giving some money away, but do not just give money away. Also, let me warn you, if you have a power of attorney, let's say for your mom or for your spouse, the power of attorney that you have may not allow you to give gifts to other people. So for instance, the standard Maryland financial power of attorney or other power of attorney forms you may get off the internet or some of these do-it-yourself places may not contain the right provisions to allow you to give money or to give gifts out of the disabled person's estate. So you may be exceeding your authority to give the money away, and you may be creating unnecessary Medicaid penalties without having a plan in place. Number 4 of the things that you should not do: do not ignore the lawful spend down rules that Medicaid allows. So what does that mean? So Medicaid allows certain lawful spend downs. If the person in the nursing home has debts, you can take their money and pay off their debts. You can prepay funerals. You can potentially give money to disabled members of your family without penalty. So you need to be conscious of what the rules are, what kind of appropriate spend downs you can give without penalty. So there may be tens of thousands of dollars that you can give away for the benefit of the disabled person or for the family that would not create a Medicaid penalty that helps to get the person in the nursing home closer to the Medicaid limits. So the 5th thing is, do not assume that all of the person's money who is in the nursing home has to be spent on nursing home care before you apply. Here's what I mean. So let's say we go through all the appropriate spend downs, pay off debts, prepay funerals, all of those things that you're allowed to do. And let's say there's still money left over. It could be $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 left over. Don't think that every dollar of that needs to be spent to the nursing home to get the person in the nursing home down to the Medicaid limits. There are other legal and lawful, government-approved asset protection strategies that we can employ to protect a good portion of the life savings and still qualify for Medicaid. So I have too many times I have people coming into my office and say they want to protect their assets because they just went through this with a family member and they sold mom's house, they liquidated mom's account, they liquidated the IRAs and paid it all over to the nursing home, and there was nothing left to give to the family after their death. But you don't have to give it all over to the nursing home. There may be ways of keeping money and still qualifying for Medicaid. So those are the 5 things you should not do if a loved one goes into a nursing home. For more information, check out our website. It's www.chesapeakewillsandtrust.com. There'll be a link to our website below if you're watching this on YouTube. And on YouTube, there's also links below with links to other instructional videos dealing with Medicaid and estate planning. Thank you very much for watching this video. And as always, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so you get notified of other videos as we post them on our YouTube channel.